Good day everyone, I am Jonavelle ROBLES. Today we are going to tackle about the lesson 9, which is the postmodernism. According to Miguel Sayjoco, postmodernism was a reaction to modernism. Where modernism was about objectivity, postmodernism was about subjectivity. Where modernism sought a singular truth, postmodernism sought the multiplicity of the truths. Today, I am going to enumerate and discuss to you the postmodern and modern culture in a worldwide view. These are the two examples of postmodern culture, which is the pop music and television. You can see the example image in the screen. According to Jameson, the difference between modernist and postmodernist pop music is quite clear. Modern classical music is more of a tightness and structure in comparison to romantic and postmodern music, less over-elaborated and more to the point, generally more brevity. Television, like pop music, does not have a period of modernism to which it can be posed. But Jim Collins points out television is often seen as quintessence of postmodern culture. If we take a negative view of postmodernism as the domain of simulations, then television seems an obvious example of the process. With its supposed reduction of the complicities of the world to an ever-changing of depthless and banal visual imagery, on the other hand, we take a positive view of postmodernism, then the visual and verbal practices of television can be put forward. And now, I am going to discuss to you the three general aspects of postmodernism, which are the collapse of absolute standards of value, the culture of globalization, and convergence culture. Postmodernism and the pluralism of value is marked by a new definition of the concepts of truth and authority, which are now understood to mean freedom of choice for every person. Therefore, from this perspective, such a change in values primarily means a change in instruments of legitimization of the values themselves, moving from a credibility indisputably attributable to exclusive tradition and authority to a sort of toned-down credibility based on the multiplicity of choices available to individuals. It is also a recalibration of the scale of values, keeping in mind the goal of self-fulfillment and well-being for the individual. The global postmodern is the dominant view of globalization, especially in discussion of globalization and culture, is to see it as the reduction of the world to an American global village. Globalization is the supposed successful imposition of American culture around the globe, in which the economic success of American capitalism is underpinned by the cultural work that its commodities supposedly to do in effectively destroying indigenous cultures and imposing an American way of life on local populations. Convergence culture is another aspect of the postmodern, where old and new media collide, where grassroots and corporate media intersect, where the power of the media producer and the power of the media consumer interact in unpredictable ways, according to Henry Jenkins. Convergence culture, like most popular culture discussed in this book, is a site of struggle and negotiation. It cannot be explained and understood as something imposed from above or as something spontaneously emerging from below, but as a complex and contradictory combination of both forces.